Okay, so you had already added in this little HTML snippet here, this HTML code. So you had added in this, which is correct. So that injects the TicketingHub widget, and it gives it the button, the little button that appears. It calls it TH button. Now, to make that, to hide that on the page, we need to insert that little snippet of CSS that you gave me. So if we come over here into settings and then advanced, there's a place where we can add custom CSS on the page. So that's how we hide this, the TicketingHub button. And then we need to hook up this button here so that it opens the widget. So two things we need to do. One is we need to insert that little bit of JavaScript you gave me. So that's this here. Now we could probably insert this at any point on the page, but just since we have this little HTML widget already here and we're already adding script, I just figured we'll just add it here alongside it. So I've added in the snippet that you gave me, and it has to be wrapped in this script tag. So script type is text JavaScript, and then obviously close our script tag here. So that's not included in what you selected me, but just bear in mind that they need to be added. Then we need to, what do we need to do? We need to make sure that when we click this button, that this script runs. So the button, it's in what you gave me, it was this. So that's what you gave me, with a class, so an a tag, a link with a class of TORX button. Now, if we look at this thing here, this button. So if clicking on the book your tour button, we can set the class on it here. So we can obviously call whatever we want, but TORX button is what the JavaScript expects. So I've added that in. That means that when we look, if we look at this thing here, this is the live site, we should see that it is called TORX button somewhere. There it is there, right? So that's the class that we've just added. The problem is that that's the Elementor adds this on an outer container rather than on the actual A-link. And I don't see any easy way for us to add a class onto this A-link. So what we have to do is modify the JavaScript a little bit to reflect that structure. So if you go back here to that JavaScript, whereas what you had was a.TORX, so an A tag with the class of TORX button, I've changed that so it's TORX button space A, which basically means any A link within that TORX button. So again, that TORX button is this container here, which wraps around the A link that we actually want to intercept the click on. So that's, I'm not sure if I'm explaining that well, but that's what makes this work. So now whenever we click on this, the JavaScript is going to run this, effectively run a click on the TH button that we've added up here. And then I think that's it. I found I couldn't actually, when I did a preview, it didn't actually work. I had to actually update it to make the changes take effect. But now I think it is working. So if we just reload this page, let me scroll down to here. We click on this. So again, this is the TORX button with an A link inside it. So we click on that. The JavaScript intercepts it and it directs it to the hidden widget and makes it click and open up the thing there.